Matt totally outed me last game. All eyes are on me. Everyone knows that I lied to his face and I'm the reason he's gone. And I know that I have to lay low this week.
I've lost a couple allies in the last few weeks, and I also have just gained a power in the competition.
I'm hoping for this week to be just kind of like an easy week. Maybe get like a low-hanging fruit out, just get the numbers a little more even between the guys and the girls.
I'm coming in trying to play the social game at this point and trying to get my ducks in a row, figure out who's with who and who's with me.
So my pen explodes at the very start of the round, blue pen everywhere, and it takes me a while to notice it. And I'm looking at my reflection in the camera, and I think that I just have like a shadow right here. And then I realize that I have blue pen on my face.
Fight!
We are now on day 11. To start off this round, we're going to go immediately into our fight or flight choice. This round's theme is chance or certainty. So, in the nature of taking a chance, that will be all the context you get prior to making your fight or flight choice.
Of course there's no context. Why would we get context?
When I hear the word certainty, I think, oh, well, a chance for me to certainly stay in the game.
My gut reaction is that choosing certainty might actually be a negative thing. Like, you're certainly up for elimination this week.
Please private message me your decision now.
I've already made my decision before I got here. I'm gonna fight. I want the challenge.
I want to take some chances.
Listen, I love gambling. If there's a casino, I'm there at the slots machine trying to win.
At random, I'll have like a moment of pure anarchy and I'll do something just like on a whim for chance. I just felt like fuck it vibes.
I go with certainty just because I really do enjoy being certain about stuff.
I feel like I just want to sort of fly under the radar on this one. I want to lay low and just be safe for the challenge.
I'm confident that my name is being thrown around at least a little bit. I'm thinking that certainty is the safer option here.
Thank you everyone for sending in your choices. In a moment, I will reveal to you what your choice entails, but before that, it may be helpful to give you the context of the round. For this round's elimination, the vote will be put up to chance, meaning the person with the majority of the votes may not be eliminated. Every vote that is cast this round will be put on a wheel, meaning that even if you only receive one vote, you could still be eliminated.
I cannot believe that the wheel is back.
The wheel coming back was the most terrifying thing for me.
After what it did week 1 and the way that it threw this game right from the very beginning, I'm not looking forward to the wheel.
It was centimeters from being kicked out on night 1.
You know, a wheel kind of worked in my favor last time, so I'm not particularly scared of the wheel.
I was kind of chill with it. That's also a great opportunity to blindside somebody because all it would take is one vote for somebody to get out.
I just think it's an interesting way that this is an opportunity for all of us to kind of maybe end up being on a level playing field. So it's taking a chance, but also kind of evening the score and maybe rebalancing how some people are aligned. So I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. This is going to be fun.
For those who chose flight, each of you will get the chance to compete for certainty in the form of safety. There will be 2 winners for this competition, each of which will be safe for the week. For those who chose fight, which is chance, each of you will have the chance at a special power. I am putting all of your names on a wheel to decide who will secretly receive this power. In exchange for this chance at power, none of you will be eligible to compete for safety. So if you picked chance, please turn off your video now. Great. Andy, Sarah, Joe, Wendy, and Ayana all went for certainty.
When I hear that my certainty pick actually leads to me playing again, I'm disappointed because I thought I was sort of going to fade into the background on this one, not upset anybody, not win anything, and try to just lay low.
This competition is called Ticking Time Bomb, and here's how it'll work. Each round, someone will start with the bomb. On their turn, they will pass it to someone else. This person, in turn, will pass it to someone else, and so on and so forth. Please note that you can give the bomb to whoever you would like, even if it's the person who just passed it to you. Once we get to 10 passes, whoever has the bomb in their possession will be eliminated from the game. The person who is eliminated will get to select who starts with the bomb in the next round. This game will continue until we have 2 people remaining. Those 2 people will be the winners of the competition and will be safe for the round.
I'm, of course, rooting for Wendy. She's my girl.
I'm just hoping that Joe fucks up. I'm just hoping beyond hope that somehow he gets bombed.
I'm seeing that Sarah's competing in this, Andy's competing in this, Ayana's in this. These are all people who I'm really strongly connected to as of right now in the game, and I'm really just trusting them all to protect each other and hopefully win safety for one another.
Andy, you have been selected to go first.
Sarah.
Wendy.
Definitely want to win safety this week, and I'm going to do my best to get that safety.
Joe. Sarah and Andy and myself were all safe a couple weeks back. We've all been getting along. We've all been talking to each other. So I'm thinking it's like, okay, work. The 3 of us are going to try our best. I don't know.
Andy. I'm great friends with Sarah and Ayana, so I'm doing everything I can to make sure that at least the 3 or 2 of us can stay, and then hopefully get Wendy and Joe out.
Sarah.
Literally playing hot potato and trying not to have it be my choice at the end.
Joe.
Andy.
Andy.
No. Oh my God.
These are the people who didn't think they were going to be competing this week. So a lot of the people did not seem like they were up for the game. Look, when you're in the competition, it's all about making hard choices, okay? You do what you gotta do. And I was not really here for how hesitant some people were being.
I'm so sorry, Wendy.
Bombs.
Wendy, you are eliminated.
First round, I get bombed out. I am not happy about this. I'm a little mad. I passed it to Andy, and when I realized she couldn't decide who it would be, I had a feeling she would just pass it back to me.
You're gonna pick who starts with the bomb this round. So Wendy, who do you pick?
Okay. Joe.
Ayana.
Sarah.
Andy.
Joe.
Sarah.
Ayana.
Joe.
Andy. So I'm like, great, I'll pass it to Andy. Andy pass it to Sarah. Sarah get rid of Ayana, and then it's just the 3 of us. Perfect.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sarah, Joe, and Andy, we were all in a group together. We should stick together, get out Ayana, and then whoever makes it, makes it.
Ayana.
So then it gets passed to Ayana on the penultimate strike number?
That's fishy.
Joe probably is gonna gun after me. I know that Andy and Sarah are very close because Sarah saved Andy in the past. Joe.
Joe, I'm sorry, but you are eliminated.
I don't think it's too risky to get him out of the competition.
Of course Ayana's gonna vote Joe. So that's when I started to suspect some shady business was going on.
Yay! Joe's out! Yeah!
Got some shady shit. Ayana.
Sarah.
Ayana.
Andy. We're not even at the hard part yet.
Just Sarah.
Ayana.
Sarah.
Andy.
Sarah.
Andy.
Oh, come on! No! Oh my God! Oh fuck.
Okay,
okay.
Everyone keeps making me 9, so I'm just nervous.
Oh my God!
Just do what you gotta do, like.
I don't know what I have to do.
I did not know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm literally shaking, like,
Oh, it's okay.
So Andy wins, and she has the hardest time picking someone, which I don't really understand because I think she obviously shouldn't save Sarah.
Andy, I need a decision.
I'm just kind of quickly thinking pros and cons for either while Anthony is like, please give me a name.
I know that Andy and Ayana go way back. I know that they sort of have an alliance.
I'm hoping that my friendship with Andy kind of wins over, but at the same time, I know that Sarah saved her in the past, so she's most likely going to choose her.
Andy, I need your final answer.
Ayana.
Ayana, you have been eliminated. Andy and Sarah, congratulations. You are both safe this round.
Luckily, she chooses me, but if she had chosen Ayana, like, I wouldn't have been mad.
Sarah's been winning a lot, so she's in more danger than Ayana would be.
Of course, Sarah gets it again. She's going to have a huge target on her back moving forward.
Appreciate it, fam.
It comes down to the same people that it has come down to week after week. And I'm a little pissed.
That game really exposed who's aligned with who. That was a very telling moment to me that Andy chose Sarah over Ayana.
Andy and Sarah, you have both won safety for the round. That means neither of you can be put on the wheel for elimination. Everyone else is eligible for elimination. As we announced, the people who picked fight are now going to be put on a wheel to decide who will get a special secret power in the game.
The majority went with chance, so my chances of winning this power are really slim.
I'm really excited about the chance at a power. I think that is my big goal, is to go through this fight or flight challenge with having a power at some point. I would really love that.
I'm kind of disappointed that I don't get to play the challenge today, but I'm a little hopeful. I'm on the wheel and I'm Irish, so...
And I'm thinking this is kind of the best week that you could get a power because there's a lot of people who could get it, and it's not really about who wins a challenge, it's about pure chance.
Congratulations! You won the power of the Fight Pass. Should you be eliminated from the game, this pass will give you the opportunity to fight the elimination decision by giving you the chance to battle anyone in the round who doesn't have safety. Additionally, you can give this pass to someone else who is eliminated. This power is only able to be used up until the final four. Yes, okay. Taking the chance did pay off. Thank God.
I really knew that you two were going to be safe. I knew it.
I mean, I'm happy because I'm safe, but I'm certainly getting sick of me. I know they're getting sick of me. In essence, I won another challenge that's sort of 3 in a row. If you had to choose Ayana, I would have got it, but I appreciate you saving me. When my head is on the chopping block, there are going to be people happy to see me go.
Sarah saved me, so it seems completely unfair. But I love Ayana so much. Like, literally, that was evil of me. I should have, I wish someone took me out instead.
I know my name's not going to be on the wheel, and I don't know when I will get out of this game, but I just don't want to get out of the game through that wheel. I just feel good, but now I feel like people are starting to look at me and Sarah like, oh my gosh, these two people are always safe, so now I'm actually really terrified.
I need to go call her right now and tell her that I'm so sorry. But I will do everything in my power to make sure that your name is not there.
Like, is it still early enough in the game to just, like, latch on to whatever the group is doing? First of all, of course, have to talk to Owen right away.
Now I feel like it's going to be hard to know what the group is doing because there's like 20 groups.
Right, yeah. I love being in an allyship with Owen, and I love that it's still on the, I'm hoping it's still on the down low.
Anyone can talk without people knowing. Like, I'm sure everyone's doing what you and I are doing.
Right, yeah. First, I'm thinking I'll just see what everyone else is kind of going with. But honestly, I think it would be so interesting if we could all just pick one person and then give us an equal chance. I was going to say if we find a way to have everyone just pick one person.
You're crazy. You just want the drama.
Duh.
I heard my name was brought up in the girls group.
Like, one person was like, what about Owen? And then everyone was just like, no.
Do
So
you
I'll
remember
tell
who
you.
it was?
It was one of the girls. All the girls like want to stick together.
I'm not in a girls group.
Oh.
Owen shares that there's a girls group, and I am a girl and I'm not in this group. But it seems like there is a group of girls who's really calling the shots. So I also want to give us a level playing field so we can take that group down and blindside them a little bit.
You need to get in there. You need to infiltrate.
I feel like the best strategy for this week is obviously to get a lot of people to vote for one person to increase their chances. So who's on the chopping block?
I start to put Wendy's name out there.
Like, one of the names that I heard tossed around was Wendy. I know she's just at this point sort of floating, I kind of think.
We should kind of keep things a little less chaotic this week if possible, because we have had a couple of really weird eliminations.
For me right now, I'm like, yeah, it's the people who have been pretty silent and like, you know, flying under the radar. So I say Wendy. Honestly, I wonder if Callie is potentially someone who might go tonight, just because I feel like since she was up for elimination round 1, she's been pretty like, I've literally not really spoken to her in any kind of group. And I feel like she's not been any kind of major player. And I'm like, let's knock off the people who aren't really like here to do it, you know?
My strategy at this point is to get as many people voting for 1 or 2 people as possible, because even one vote on that wheel gives that person a chance to go.
I think that we should try to stack it against one person, right? Because they get more spots on the wheel.
And try to not get any spots ourselves. The big thing that I've noticed is that once you say someone, then everyone kind of piles on. I think, Joe.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, last week we said Wendy, but it also seems like she doesn't have a lot of enemies or allies, so I don't know.
Okay. There's like a call with all the girls, so I'll tell them what they say after I talk to them.
All right. Claire goes off to a different group chat that she says is the girls' group chat. So immediately I decide, well, obviously I should get on a call with the boys. So I just don't want any guys to go home, but I'm worried that maybe they're teaming up against the guy.
Supposedly all the girls got together to chat. So
Ooh,
I don't know if it's all the girls, but I've heard there's a girls chat.
But there are some girls. Okay. None of us should vote for any of us.
Absolutely not.
We all agree that we can't put down any of the boys' names, and we have to try to sway it to a girl.
For me personally, that feels like Wendy.
Boys group throws out Wendy's name. I saw it coming. She's been laying low. We're not getting a lot of power plays from Wendy.
It does feel like Callie a bit too.
Oh.
Which makes me feel sad because I
voice
like
your
both of them.
objections.
I love Callie. I can't have Callie go home.
Owen said that he was friendly with Callie, which was good information to know, and you probably shouldn't have said that.
Personally, I would go for Wendy just because if I remember from previous games, she's not the most active person.
Yeah. I heard someone else throw out her name, so I think that might be a good pick, just because then there's more votes for her, and I feel like it's better to pick someone who there's gonna be
at this
for.
point.
Pretty much a consensus that it's like Wendy just seems like an easy vote this week. It just seems like the safe thing to do, I guess.
I really like this ladies group that we have going on, and I would feel more comfortable getting rid of another man.
You mean both. It's a strong group of girls, and we kind of just convene together after going to other chats and dish. And I think it's been helping me so far, that good cohort of girls. Andy.
I'm so sorry. I'm literally so sorry, dude.
Okay, you have to make a decision. It's fine.
Listen. I'm literally so sorry. I should have thought about that better.
Yeah, I actually think it was smart to protect Sarah. Sorry, Ayana, I don't think anyone's gonna vote for you. So, yeah.
I don't think that's true, but okay.
I will say I will say, I feel like that's also not true.
Yeah.
Which is why I gave you the power at one point.
Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot everyone's like so freaked out by you.
Yeah. I know that some other people find me to be a threat. I haven't been talking a lot to the guys in the competition, so I know that a lot of them are probably talking about me.
I don't know whose name we want to put.
I knew that I wanted Joe out, so I threw out Joe. So is everyone down to vote for Joe or no?
I'm down to put Joe.
Yeah. I'm completely 100% down to vote Joe out. I know that he'll just do whatever he has to do to stay in the competition, and he's very good at sweet talking people and making them feel like he's on their side.
I do feel like I established an alliance with Joe right off the bat when I saved him, Owen, and Andy, but that alliance is starting to feel very, very thin.
I thought he and I like had something going, but I don't feel that anymore, so.
Wow. Okay.
That's like really sad.
Also, Andy privately let me know that he made a separate group where he took me off the group and it was just Andy, Owen, and Joe. That doesn't look great to me. I feel like he's a slippery sort of player. He might stab me in the back tomorrow. So ultimately, I lean towards Joe.
I'm not opposed to voting for Joe. Is there a specific reason why do you feel that like he's threatening, or just like Joe and I just for the first time started like connecting a little more and talking like one-on-one, building something last week. Because of that, I am feeling slightly more inclined toward protecting him.
I had a allegiance light with Joe, but I feel like he's starting to like creep up on us a little bit.
Also, he's not super loyal. Like, he will backstab you. Jasmine is really scaring the crap out of me because she seems to be very close with Joe.
Joe said like some fucked up shit about my boyfriend one time. So like personally, this is very personal to me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. He has like all these loose ties that he cultivates. Like I haven't talked to him in days. Like I haven't talked to him the whole game, and he just messaged me, "Hey bestie, like can we talk?" So I think that like is how he like ingratiates himself with people, and you kind of forget about him, and then he just sneaks his way to the end.
Also, he doesn't have the power in case the power is like overriding the wheel. He doesn't have that.
True. That's true.
So.
Oh. Wait, do one of you have it?
I don't.
Well, okay. we know he doesn't have it because.
Wait, but do either of you? Because then it will narrow it down. You don't have to say if you're not comfortable.
No.
I haven't got a message, no.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm open to other ideas.
It could be, Joe, you could also go for, in my mind, like Callie or Owen in a similar way, but we do have the evidence of having played with Joe in the past. So I feel kind of like, whatever. I feel a little bad because we started connecting a little bit last week.
She's not 100% down to vote him out, more so than the other people in our group. I mean,
like, everyone started doing that.
But I just want to make sure that there's no like grand plot for the girls to like eliminate all the guys or like nominate all the guys tonight, because that would be iconic, but that would be really upsetting to me. I was actually kind of worried that they were just going to put all of our names down.
No, we're just leaning towards one man and one woman to make it equal. I have no plans to eliminate him. I actually feel an allegiance towards him. Yeah, it's Joe and Wendy, but I think things are leaning more towards Wendy.
Wait, that's so crazy because Joe must be so good at like last minute maneuvering if it was like signed, sealed, delivered for Joe, and now it's like leaning Wendy.
Andres actually told me that Matt put my name on the block last week.
Your name did come up from Sebastian and Matt when we were like meeting to discuss who to vote for, and then we swayed Matt to go for Wendy, and then obviously we didn't vote for Wendy.
It was immediately shot down, but the fact that he'd give me that tidbit of information really meant a lot to me, and he's slowly earning my trust. Joe has like reached out to people but hasn't like fleshed out relationships yet, and I know it's still kind of the beginning, but
totally, and that's why I kind of feel like it's like almost worth keeping him around because we know that he doesn't have any strong alliance. I make up some kind of reason that Joe would be a good idea to keep, which is that clearly he doesn't have any strong alliances in this game.
I heard like one person toss your name out, but I think I think a lot of people are starting to talk like maybe let's start to pick off some of the people who feel maybe as though they're starting to float through the competition a little more.
Okay.
And so I do want to make you aware of that. Most of the people I've talked to seem to be leaning more Wendy. Like she seems to be the kind of common choice, but I have heard your name tossed out like once.
Okay.
Wendy seems like a fair choice to me, and especially if we've got multiple people leaning towards one, which makes me sad because I love Wendy. I think she's a sweetheart.
She's my girl. Yeah.
I'm getting nervous and thinking, oh wow, maybe everyone is planning to eliminate me and that's why no one is talking to me. I really wanted safety this week. But I'm really happy for you, yay.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I literally am so surprised.
No one's been able to chat with me yet, so that made me nervous that my name was actually being talked about and that's why everyone was ignoring me. But then everyone started calling me back at once and I was like, who do I pick to answer first? And I picked you.
Ah, thanks. A name that's being tossed around is Joe's name.
She's been hearing Joe's name. I talked to Anna.
Joe is the name that I've heard put out.
She's also hearing Joe's name. But in the only call that I was in before, Joe's name was also brought up. So I guess that's the name that's being tossed around. I just have this gut feeling that my name is being mentioned.
So I have heard that my name is being thrown around. I've heard that your name is being thrown around, and I've heard Joe, but only once.
My gut feeling is affirmed. I know that I'm probably going to be one of the people who are going to get a lot of votes. So I'm definitely anxious. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. I feel like this round, like people really don't know who to,
Yeah, because it like almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, it almost doesn't matter because it's just going to be chance. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
When I hear that people are starting to say my name and I might potentially get votes, I'm still thinking that, well, I still have a chance at this because it's not up to them, it's up to the wheel.
I don't know. I mean, if the names that are thrown around are me, you, and Joe, then I think
I know. I'm like, it's gonna. No, I'm sorry. Can't pick Callie. Can't pick me. I think one player that I'm like surprised that like I think never gets mentioned is Andres. I feel like he's been laying like really, really low, but I feel like he's been laying so low that I think at this point, because I don't know what's up with him, I kind of want to like take him out, but not because I don't like him, just because like I really don't know what he's about. He's been laying so. That's just not just me, right? Like,
no, I think I've not even seen him. Yeah. Clearly, there's a group that's dictating everything, and I am not a part of that group, which is unfortunate. I think it would be more fun if there was a way to shake things up and kind of take down the main group. The problem is, like, Sarah and Andy are safe, so then they would have, like, superpower almost. But I was like, what if all of us agreed to pick one person to vote for, so then it evens out the playing field a little bit? But I think that's, like, way too hard with this number of people.
Oh, that'd be nice. Like, we each get one vote, and then it's up to just fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to the stars.
I would really love for us to give everyone an equal shot, but I know that that's really a shot in the dark.
After I talked to Wendy, I went to another chat and people started bringing up her name.
Wendy is the one who feels the way I'm leaning at this point. I just feel like she's sort of been a little bit more coasting in this game than Joe has.
I assured her that I would vote for Joe, and I think at where I'm at now, I'm gonna stay in that lane. I do get along with her, whereas I haven't really talked to Joe.
Why do you guys think we should keep Wendy? I mean, other than she's really cool. Cool.
Like, I love Wendy. I think Wendy is like absolutely wonderful.
I'm trying to push for Wendy's name as much as possible because I don't want people to know that I'm working with Joe.
As a fellow Asian woman, I would like to keep my other Asian women in the game.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I felt that.
For the benefit of her, I tried squashing that as much as I could.
I'm like, that would be
That's
fucked up.
valid, huh?
Like,
I can respect
in the month of the woman? I don't think so.
The group from week 1 that has kind of been on my side, or I felt on my side this whole time, that group of 6 is not as strong as it was at the start. So I need to start finding some new folks to talk with.
What do I do with Joe? Joe and I have like started to connect a little bit like last week.
I
And
think Joe's doing that with everyone, to be honest. But I
he
think
doesn't have a
I
strong
think
foothold
that's
with anyone,
fine.
right? There's a few people in this game right now who are on the bottom of my ranks, so to speak. Claire brought him up first, and like I don't disagree with it, but I almost feel like a little bit more toward like Callie or Owen, because I really feel like those two. I know I never speak to them, no hard feelings, but I'm like they feel like filler queens right now, Mama. Like I'm sorry. There's not much of a difference between eliminating Wendy or Callie. Perhaps even could extend that to Owen. Owen can sense that I'm bringing him up.
I try to chat with Jasmine and Ayana because we have yet to touch base. I don't get a reply from either of them. Just not even a reply back that's like, I'm busy right now. Literally just nothing.
These are just people who I don't have a strong connection with, haven't really been moving in this game with them. And so that's where I'm coming from. Do we want to try to divert attention away from Joe?
If a bunch of people are saying Joe, then let it happen.
Let nature do what it does.
Besos.
Besos, bye.
I was like, this week, I was like, I feel like this is a trick. And if I pick certainty, it's going to be like, oh, you'll certainly be in the bottom. But that was not the case. So I'm gonna keep fighting until it does something for me.
Me too, that's my plan. I'm ready to reach into my bag of wigs if need be.
That's never wrong. That's never the wrong answer. The one person I think I can trust more than anyone else is Owen. Something about his energy, I just feel like he's the ride or die for me in this competition right now. So the names that I've been hearing so far, a lot of people have been saying Wendy. I know she's just kind of been like, you know, flying under the radar, like being really quiet. I haven't talked to her.
I haven't talked to her either.
I'm like, I mean, I would be open to voting for her. Callie was thrown out as well, but she seems so sweet. I'm just like,
see her go.
I know. I want to have a moment with her, so I might try and like hop on a call with her and see where her mind is.
I should do that too.
I don't know. What are you thinking? Have you heard anything different or do you have thoughts?
The only one that I've heard is Wendy, and I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, I guess that's probably who I'll vote for.
I think so too. Actually gonna go pop in and talk to like Jasmine, Sarah, Andy, like that crew.
Okay, I don't know anything what Jasmine's thinking ever. I've never talked to her.
Yeah, I'm very curious to just kind of like see what's going on because I know that's like a group of friends. Is Andy, I felt so bad for you in that last moment there.
Thank you. Like, please, I'd rather have my name on that fucking wheel. Like, that was so awful.
You can
but
switch
yeah.
your name for mine. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh.
Tegan definitely seems like the type of person that is going to try to be friendly with everyone and try to not rock the boat so as to not stand out. So I am cautious about Tegan. She's somebody that I feel like has some power over some of the other people that I'm not close with.
Wendy's the only name that I've been hearing like from a couple people. I don't know. What about y'all? Have you heard anything different or your mind's in a different place?
So I've been hearing Joe from a few people.
Interesting.
So what are your feelings on that?
I like Joe as a person, like,
Okay.
but at the same time, like, I would say at this point, like, I'm open to going with the group mind right now. Basically, I want to be friendly with everyone, but I also recognize certain people in the game have social capital, and those are the people I want to align myself with. Sarah, Andy, Jasmine, Ayana, I hadn't really had much time with them, and so I feel like we started to form a friendship. I don't really know. I was saying I don't really have strong feelings one way or another, but where's your mind at? Like, what are you thinking?
It's even hard for me. Like I don't feel very inclined to vote for Joe. Honestly, that's where I'm at right now. I feel a little more inclined to vote for Wendy.
I think if I voted with my conscience, I would not eliminate Joe, but if I voted based on strategy, I would.
Joe has played with me in the past and he knows that I'm a competitor and he probably isn't so happy that I got him out of the competition.
It's between the two of them. that's better than like, us all like seeing like
One,
5
yeah.
names up there and it's like someone with 1 vote goes. And
You
that
bring up a good point because ultimately we're not going to know who people vote for. It's going to be a secret and it's just going to show up on the wheel and
kind of a gag. Like,
you could kind of like be a little anarchist. You could just kind of do what you want and throw a random name up that you didn't discuss.
She starts talking about anarchy and wanting to throw somebody else's name out there to like make things interesting. I know that she loves drama and I know that she would likely do something like that.
Even put Jasmine in there. You see what happened. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say the fact that she's saying all of this. So I'm terrified that she's going to throw my name out there.
So I'm like going around, going on little Zoom calls, hearing what people have to say. For the most part, everyone's like, let's just get rid of Wendy. This seems like a really weird week with the wheel and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get on a call with Wendy. Let me see what she's hearing.
I'll be transparent. I've heard your name. I've heard my name.
Excuse me? Who said my name?
Who said your name? Andy and Anna.
What? Yeah, okay, that is the first time I'm hearing it.
Really? Well, to alleviate your anxiety, I will say this. I won't vote for you.
Yeah, I won't vote for you either.
Okay, thank you.
And she's like, yeah, and I don't want to vote for you. I don't want to vote for me. And I was like, well, here's the thing. You can just vote random. Because even if everyone like votes for me, but then I vote for someone else, they could still go home. And what a gag that would be. Okay, scramble time. Okay, so my name is out there now. Wendy just told me that.
I wanted to give y'all a call. I know Andy was definitely pushing Joe. Sarah was pushing Joe.
Sarah, Andy, what the fuck? No, me? Like, I owe you, and you're coming after me now, someone who's like blatantly on your side. You just made an enemy for no reason. I hope you're not voting for me, right?
No. I'm voting Wendy.
Okay.
Like, it seems to be pretty split house, so at the very least, it's down to like kind of a 50-50 shot, I guess.
So scary because it's chance. I try not to waste time. I try to talk to anyone who will talk. If I can get on a call with someone, I get on a call with someone. I reach out to Claire because Claire is someone I haven't talked to yet.
I get a little chat from my good friend Joe, who says, hey, bestie. Mind you, he's not my bestie. To be honest, after we talked, a lot of people said your name to me, but not more than Wendy. Usually, like, you'd be shitting your pants because it's a numbers thing, but it's a probability thing, and I think the probability is on your side. So.
Okay, I just hope. I mean, you're not voting me, right?
I'm not going to vote for you. I lied to his face, basically, again, after I promised myself I wouldn't lie anymore. So this is probably wasted time, to be honest. And
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go talk to someone else.
Identify someone that you think is going to vote for you and get them to switch to Wendy. All right, bye, love you, good luck.
What's tea?
I don't want you to vote for Joe.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are talking about voting for Joe. I don't think he should go home.
I'm not going to vote for Joe. I don't want him to go at this point. Okay, you know what? Can I trust you?
Yes.
Can I like really trust you in this competition?
I believe you can. Can I trust you?
Yes, I would, because there's something that's been on my mind with this round that I want to share with someone, but I don't want to like incriminate myself, you know? I'm anti-man, as most sane people are. But Owen, even though I did put him up for elimination essentially the first week, now he's really earned my trust. The passionate and gay speech he gave really won me over. And ever since then, I've just felt such a good energy with him. I'm just going to say this, and we can talk about this more in like a future round, but like Claire is such a threat, I think. Like, she is really a puppet master, and I just don't trust her.
She threw out Claire's name to me.
The last game of Anthony's that I played, when I tell you, like, she came for me and she sent me home, and I have not forgotten about it. And we're being friendly now, because I know, like, strong recognizes strong, but, like, girl, I would be lying if I said that, like, I don't want revenge, because I do.
Okay, damn. Like, that's Let's start some drama.
Just like totally a shot in the dark, but I think you're super funny. And I was like, I want to be friends with Tegan. So I'm just trying to get more people on my side to kind of figure out who is in the main group. And I kind of think Tegan is, but I'm not really sure.
It's so funny that you called me because I was literally talking to Owen. I was like, I feel like I haven't talked to Callie and we need to connect. Callie's someone I'm still on the fence about. So glad you didn't go home that first night.
Me too. I would have been so pissed.
On one hand, she's an absolute sweetheart and I like her. On the other hand, I don't really think she's gonna last much longer in this game. Okay, I've been hearing Wendy and Joe
Okay.
pretty much from everyone.
I'm just kind of getting feelers out for, are people really pro Joe, pro Wendy? It seems pretty casual.
Like, I'm much closer with Joe. So I feel like I'm probably gonna vote for Wendy just because I feel like everyone I've talked to is like, I haven't talked to her at all. Like, it seems like no one's talked to her, and I'm like, she's playing a sneaky game here.
I work with Wendy. She's the only person I knew like coming in.
Yeah.
So I feel close to Wendy, but I really like Joe a lot. So I'm like really torn. I am just completely torn and don't know what to do.
Wendy and Joe will definitely be on the wheel.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know if it's the best strategy to keep it just between the two of them or like to balance it out by throwing more people.
I know. Well, I initially was like, what if everyone just picked one person? And then, but it's
random terror. I don't want to ruffle any feathers just yet. There is that one group, and I'm the most skeptical of like, it's like Andy, Sarah, Jasmine, and Ayanna. And I think they all seem really sweet, but I know that they're friends. So I feel like that is a group that's pulling a lot of decision-making weight right now. You know what I mean? Even though I'm a secret fake bitch, I don't want anyone to know that. So I think I'm just gonna play it super fair and go with the group. Like, they're probably gonna be the ones who are gonna be toughest to break up when there's less people. So I'm not gonna vote for any of them. Also, 2 of them are safe, but
yeah.
I'm just flagging that as like, I've noticed that and I'm thinking about it. Even though this could be an opportunity to throw someone I really want out under the bus, I don't need that coming back to me yet.
But I think it's too late. I don't think we have enough time. But I had an idea if we all agreed to vote to pick one person, and then it evens out the votes a little bit. But then Sarah and Andy, it would have to be a little bit. That would get tricky.
Oh. I don't know what's up with Callie, man. Yeah. That's a good idea. I just do think it's too late. Dude, do you know what the game is? Like, we have to try and get people out. But that's good. Next time you should say something. I haven't really strategized with Callie, and now I kind of want to, because that's just some shit that's so crazy that you're like, what else can this person come up with? I like that. I'm going to talk to you earlier next time. That's cool strategizing. Okay.
I'm voting Wendy.
Okay.
Are you leaning Joe at this point, or are you...
No, I don't think I'm going to vote for Joe.
Okay. Who are you thinking of? Are you going to be voting Wendy if you're not voting Joe?
No, I don't think so.
I hear she's not voting for Joe or Wendy.
I think I'm just going to throw a rando vote on someone. Don't tell anyone, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Claire is going to put someone else's name up on the wheel.
I want to
Something.
be able to tell whoever survives it that I didn't vote for them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little excited, honestly, to see what sorts of drama gets stirred up here.
Okay. Please don't tell
that.
anybody.
No, not. My lips are sealed.
She told me not to tell anybody, so my lips are sealed. I'm just excited to see what happens.
I'm glad it's not either of us, especially after what happened last week.
I hit up Callie because Wendy told me that Callie is her ride or die. So I'm like, I got to get to Callie because Callie will probably do whatever she can to try to keep her. I'm hearing my name and I really don't want to go home. Hi, Callie. I love you so much. Please don't vote me. All I could say is that you are not even like remotely close to anything on my target list.
That's the thing that sucks. It's pretty obvious that both Joe and Wendy are the people who are being targeted, which really sucks because again, I will fight for Wendy. There's no way I'm going to vote against Wendy.
At this point, I'm like a free agent. So like if someone needs to like sweep me up, I will take whoever is willing to take me, and I will go as far as I can with them.
But I really like Joe, and I would like to see how his game progresses. Okay. If a name that is not yours, Wendy's, or mine pops up, you can't tell anyone that it was me. Because I might throw in a different name.
Okay.
Just to mix things up. So I hear about this girls group, and I know Ayana is in it. And I already am sneaky. So Ayana, I might be coming for you because I think you're the ringleader of all of this stuff. Andres, where are you? I haven't heard a single thing about you. I'm coming for you because you're just coasting by. I don't think that's very fair. Claire, I love you, but I also kind of believe Matt when he said that you're kind of the puppet master of this all, so I'm coming after you too, maybe. I don't know, but someone is going to get my vote, and I don't know if it's going to be Joe or Wendy. It might be one of you three.
We are now at our 4th elimination ceremony. Sarah and Andy, you both won safety this round. Do you feel like you needed it? Like, how are you feeling now that you're safe?
I mean, I don't know what I picked. I just knew that I needed to be certain about something. I'm glad that I'm certain about this. I'm really indecisive, so when you were like, give me a name, I totally understand, respect it. I was just like literally panicking because in general, I don't know how to pick anything. But Sarah did save me, so it only seemed right.
As you all know, this round, the majority vote doesn't necessarily count, as anyone with a vote can be up for elimination. And as we learned the first week with CJ, your name only needs to be on there once to go home. So talk to me a little bit. How has this twist changed the strategy this round?
I think it's interesting because in a scenario where you're often trying to find people and trying to push them in one particular direction, I think this week is very interesting in that like fewer people are expected to bow down to like whatever the majority is, and there's going to be a lot more opportunity for differences in opinion on the wheel, and it's not necessarily going to affect who goes home.
Noah is maybe saying too much. He knows very well that it's definitely between two people, so I'm trying to decide if this is good or bad strategy.
Like halfway through the round, someone told me like, oh, but if there's someone that has a vendetta against you, they could just vote for you and you could be going home today on that one vote. And I was like, oh, shoot. I didn't even wrap my head around it.
Has anyone else had that same realization? Just raise your hand. Yeah. Is anyone worried that it may be them and that they may see themselves on the wheel? I see Joe's hand. I see Wendy's. Okay, so Joe, I'll give it to you first, and then Wendy, you can go. But why are you nervous?
Well, I'm a little gagged, Jeff. I'm a little gagged, because halfway through the deliberation, I start hearing my name come out of nowhere, and I'm just kind of shocked. I don't know where that's coming from. People I thought I could trust, apparently I can't. You know what? It was Sarah and Andy. Sarah and Andy have been coasting on safe this whole time, and I'm ready to shake that up. We're a little heated.
Joe, calm down, please. You're acting kind of aggro, and Wendy's acting very cute and nice. You don't want people to vote for you, Joe.
Joe was really trying to have a moment there, but kind of like really crazy accusations like that mean nothing unless you say names. Like he could have been referring to me. It doesn't matter because he didn't say my name and he didn't say anybody else's name. So I thought that was some kind of pussy shit.
Anyone have anything to say in response to that? Sometimes silence speaks louder than words.
Joe's definitely upset, and I feel like he's upset at me and Sarah, mostly because we were fine, but I want to stay in this game a little longer, so he definitely needs to leave.
My gut feeling was telling me that this week I would possibly, my name would possibly get thrown around, which is why I wanted to pick certainty, and I wanted to win safety. I definitely still want to be in this game. I really don't want to go home. I don't know why people have picked my name and Joe's name, but I guess there's like a little bit of solace that there is a wheel. I mean, I don't like chance, but there is a wheel. So even if my name gets put on it multiple times, I can still be safe. So that's giving me some solace.
It is clear that there's some overarching power going on who's choosing names. I just think it's interesting that even though we could all play this out where we kind of try to even it out, we still are targeting two people. And I really want to try to break us out of that. And for the people who I don't talk to a lot, I want them to know that I'm strategizing as well. It could have been a situation where we truly left it up to chance, but I think it's interesting that we're still throwing daggers.
Thought that was kind of cuckoo, and it was just going to be a repeat of our first week of kicking CJ off.
Callie once again floated her crazy idea, which was honestly fucking awesome. I love her. She's so funny.
I think we have PTSD from CJ, and we do not want that. We do not like chance. We hate
the wheel.
The wheel is evil. I don't like it to be involved at all, but if it has to be involved, I want to feel like I have some sort of agency.
And I'm immediately squashed, of course. But I think that also, I still at this point haven't decided who I'm voting for. So I think at this point too, it's almost saving myself, because if I do decide to not put Joe or Wendy's name down, maybe it won't be a direct target that I'm the one who put Ayana's name down, for instance, because I've planted the idea in people's heads that we could break out of the norm.
Let's go to the vote. So everyone, please private message me your vote now. As a reminder, Sarah and Andy are not available options.
So I'm voting for Joe. Joe's getting a little competitive. I just feel it. Like, that's just the vibe.
I want Claire out of this competition, but I don't think her time is up just yet. So my vote goes to Wendy.
Right before I'm supposed to say who I should vote for, I'm thinking, oh, should it be Andres? Should it be Claire? Should it be Ayana?
The votes are in. If I call your name, please leave your camera on. Joe. Wendy. Ayana.
Who put Ayana's name?
I was surprised to see Ayana's name up.
I definitely wasn't expecting it. Nobody told me to my face that I had any kind of chance of being on the wheel.
Claire.
Someone else in the game wants to get her out. Who is this person, and how can I team up with them?
Callie.
I don't know who voted for Callie, but I'm gonna kill them.
Please leave your videos on. Everyone else can turn their videos off. So all 5 of your names are gonna appear on this wheel. You're gonna see how many times in just a second. We're gonna spin the wheel. The wheel will land on one of you, and one of you will be going home. Good luck.
While the wheel is spinning, I'm thinking I don't really care because my name's not on it. And as long as I'm safe, I'm all good.
I'm nervous.
It's spinning, and I'm like, not me, just don't pick me, just don't pick me.
Not Joe, not Joe, not Joe, not Joe. Not Callie also. I don't think it'll be Callie, but please not Joe.
I'm hoping that it lands on Joe so that there's no fallout, so that I don't have to deal with it.
I just really hope it doesn't land on my one little spot.
I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll land on Joe.
I'm sorry, Wendy, but you have been eliminated from the competition.
No! It lands on me, and I'm like, ugh.
I'm thrilled, I am celebrating, confetti, champagne, Wendy's gone, and I bring it down because I'm about to turn the camera back on.
Hi guys. Oh, I'm really disappointed. I can't help but think that maybe in a way, like, I manifested this because I was so worried that I would be in the bottom. Well, I wish everyone the best of luck, especially Callie, because she's my ride or die.
She does say I'm her ride or die, which does kind of make me nervous, because if people didn't know that, then it's just revealing a big ally that she had. So maybe people are thinking of taking me down. So that does make me a little nervous.
I'm sad that I'm going, but I know that the rest of you will play a great game. So
you put up a good fight, but it's time for you to flight.
I'm sad. I don't know why this week was the week that everyone chose to want to get rid of me. I didn't think anyone had a personal vendetta towards me, so I don't know what happened there. I have some solace knowing that this week the theme was chance, and in a way it was the wheel that let me go and not my fellow contestants.
I'm really sad to see you go, Wendy. I really wanted to work together.
She's just a victim of the game. I would have loved to seen her longer, but that's how it is.
My heart is broken. I love Wendy. I just feel like she didn't get a fair enough shot.
My like formal goodbye message would be like, it was so nice playing with you. Like, you are such a great person. I'm sad to see you go. But my real one is just kind of like, bye. Glad it was you and not me.
I'm really sad to see Wendy go. I really like Wendy, but we didn't really get a chance to talk this game. My alliance was with Joe, and so I did ultimately get what I wanted. I feel bad about it, but it was how I felt the game had to go at this point.
I was looking right at Joe, and when Ayana's name was there, he was like kind of like, you see what you did? And I was like, what? So I have a feeling it is Joe that put your name, Ayana. I'm not trying to be petty.
Ayana thinks that she's a big threat. I'm not sure if she is, but it's just a way to kind of get some heat off of me because people are saying my name a lot. And just kind of these doubts that Ayana is having, just play into them a little bit.
Claire, who do you think put you up?
I literally don't fucking know. So that's why I'm kind of scared. I guess Joe. Maybe Wendy. I haven't talked to Wendy that much.
Well, I know that Wendy didn't want Joe to go either, so I know that she put somebody else's name.
Claire and Ayana definitely are both, I think, thought of as heavy hitters. So I'm not totally surprised that someone came after them, but the question is who came after them? Who do you think had Callie? I'm surprised about the Callie one, although it seems like her name is always lightly in the conversation because she's an unknown.
A soulless person.
Leave Callie alone.
Callie alone.
I decided to vote for Callie. When Callie made that suggestion when we were in the main group about everybody putting one name up so we all have an equal chance of going home, I'm so sorry to say, but that's kind of what pushed me over the edge and ultimately did make me throw her name in. I was just like, I was already thinking about it, but that was silly.
I feel like if we wanted to vote as a block, we could do that, and I don't know if everyone knows that. So I'm just saying, like,
Right.
I think if we are able to identify like what we want to do, which I don't think we can even know yet because like we don't know what the challenge is, we don't know who's going to be safe and stuff, then we could be very powerful, but I think we should keep it on the low.
I feel like I have a really good allyship going with Claire, Ayana, Anna, Andy, and Jasmine. We feel like we're all on the same page. We're gunning for Joe. He is angry about the vote, and I don't think he trusts a lot of us, which is fair.
Then would you vote Joe now? Because you weren't willing to this round, right?
A lot of other people I feel had strong opinions about who might be putting this up, and I feel that it was said a lot by some people in my alliances that Joe is the reason why Ayana or Claire's name is up, probably Ayana's. You know, you guys have given very good reason as to why he should go, and it would essentially be in protection of us and of specifically you guys, and that's why I would want to do it. I feel kind of secure because I've got this pretty great alliance right now, and it seems that we are all committed to voting as a block because I think it's a good strategy for all of our games right now.
There seemed to be a certain name that I underlined 3 times in my little book, and that's Sarah. I think we should get Sarah out next week somehow.
Oh, thank God, I'm so done with her.
Don't cross Joe. That was rude of you. Now I'm gonna win the fucking challenge next week and send your ass packing.
Isn't it like abundantly clear that I'm someone who owes you? Like, I owe you a favor. Like, if I won safety, the first person I'm picking is Sarah. Like, the first person I was. That is.
Not anymore.
If I get nominations, I'll go, great, Andy and Sarah, feel the heat.
Absolutely. Yeah, if I were to get nominations, I would definitely put Sarah in the bottom, and I think everyone would fucking vote for her because she's been winning all the challenges.
I'll do whatever. I'll spread some lies. I'll be like, Tegan, did you know that Sarah said your name? Did you know that? Yeah, some shady shit, yeah. Oh, Owen, how you doing? Andy said you're full of shit. Isn't that crazy? I will lie. I will. They are getting kicked under the bus. I am sick of Andy and Sarah being safe every single fucking week, especially now that they're coming after me. I'm like, okay, enough. Start playing the game.
I don't know why Sarah's carrying Andy through this competition for no apparent reason to me, and we need to get one of them out.
Yeah.
Or Jasmine. I kind of want to see Jasmine go too. I've tried to get in contact with her several times, and she's completely ignored my messages.
Okay, that's T. Okay. Strategy going forward? Just like ruin Sarah and Andy's game.
Oh, what a fun plan. I'm ready to cause drama next week. I've been flying under the radar.
Okay, here's the T. The T is that it would honestly make sense because I convinced Wendy to vote random because I was just like, not me.
Girl, just vote for somebody.
Because because she was like, I don't want to vote you. And I was like, yeah, it's either you and me. The other name I heard was Callie. And she was like, oh, well, that's my ride or die. And I went, okay, noted. My goal is to sweep up Callie because she just lost her ride or die. So, like, it's pretty much common knowledge that they were ride or dies, which makes Callie up for grabs as a number.
That's true.
And, like, I haven't really talked to her much, but have you?
Only in groups and stuff, but I don't want to see her go.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, like, if we try to become, like, a little trio.
Okay. I'm potentially down with that.
You see that, Sarah? You see that, Andy? You can't kill me that easily. No.
I voted for Callie because when she said that I just
Wait, you voted for Callie?
I did vote for
I
Callie.
knew you were one of them.
You really were just kept that.
It took
And you're like,
so
I wanna
long
go into
to crack
camp,
you.
admit-
So Jasmine reveals that she was the one vote for Callie.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to tell you guys because a lot of you were like really rallying for her, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize people were so like into this. But I just kind of got.
The way you were talking all anarchy earlier, I knew you were gonna throw a vote at someone else. I knew it.
Oh, come on.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
I would never do it to one of you guys. I think I found it a genuinely good opportunity.
That's totally cool that she did that. What isn't cool is that she kept it from the group for so long.
Honestly, I just appreciate you coming clean because it's been very obvious you've been withholding your truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for Jasmine in the future.
I'm just so curious as to who voted for Claire.
I think Wendy was Claire.
Okay.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
That makes me upset though.
When I was talking to her, she really didn't know who she was going to pick. She just wanted to pick somebody else.
So then Joe voted for you?
Definitely.
Wait, what was the power of this week again?
They brought up who might have the power.
So does anyone want to cop? Anyone? Here's just your chance to just say, I have the power. I don't want to tell you what it is. Okay, so that means that it's Andres, Callie, Tegan, Noah, or Owen. Does anyone feel like one of those people would tell them if they had the power?
So if Andres has it, he's not telling a single soul.
I agree. I don't think he has it either. I don't think Callie has it, but I'm not positive.
Okay, I'm being really bad at this. I have the power.
You have it? Okay. You don't have to tell us what it is. No one fucking she is a good liar. I didn't suspect her at all. She was really playing it close to the vest. So here, can we know this? Is it like what Sebastian said where it's like it doesn't come into play until later? Or is it an immediate power?
It's an immediate power.
The details that she revealed about it were super, super vague.
Honestly, I just haven't really been considering her that much in this game, and it kind of put her back on my radar.
Wendy, you will have a chance to compete to get back into the game.
Oh, wow. So I wasn't expecting this. I did want a chance to come back, but I wasn't sure if this was the game that would have this option. So I'm really excited.
It still won't come off.